One of our top stories this morning, occupancy rates for the Eid we have just had, trumping pre-pandemic rates by some way. We are joined...
Did you just say that in the style of Yoda?
I can't do the rest of the interview in the style of Yoda. Stop making me laugh. Philip Wooller is the Area Director for the Middle East and Africa at the company behind the numbers, STR. Expert he is. Philip, good morning.
Good morning, Brandy.
So let's start with Dubai. 75% occupancy, nearly 20% higher than pre-pandemic. Do you know what? It's nothing to laugh about if you're the one checking in. Room rates 75% higher, an average of 700 dirhams. What's the story?
Well, we've had a pretty good run, haven't we? I think in the UAE, the Northern Emirates, and I would say particularly Dubai over the last, well, certainly over the last 8 months has been very, very strong. The figures are well documented for the expo period. I think we were 82% for 6 months in Dubai, with an average room rate of about $231, which is what, 850 dirhams. So a sensational 6 months, and that has really continued. The Ramadan period was strong as well. And yes, we can argue the Ramadan period is coming into the cooler months a little bit more, but Eid, again, very, very strong. It was interesting. We didn't really know whether there'd be a huge amount of outbound business, whether there'd be a lot of regional business, but Dubai and the Northern Emirates were very, very strong, as you say. Very good occupancies and a huge increase on last year.
So who's staying?
Well, it depends where you look. I mean, as always, Dubai has such an eclectic mix of different sub-markets. I think if you move towards the beach properties and the coastal areas, the Europeans, the UK is a favoured destination for the UK. Russia is a big market for Dubai at the moment as well. Germany, Switzerland, France, and Italy. Very, very big for the beach properties. And then India is always a very big market for Dubai, as we know. It looks like Saudi Arabia is not quite as strong as it has been in previous years. It normally jotters around about 1 or 2, but I think it's dropped off a little bit this year. But certainly the European market's incredibly strong around the beach properties.
Is there a danger, and I'm going to say this very carefully, because as you've said, you've had a great run. If you're on the other side of the reception desk, if you're looking for a staycation here in Dubai, maybe not so cheery, is there a danger that we could see residents priced out of the staycation market?
I think the economic factors will start to adjust. We're now moving into the summer period. It will be interesting to see how room rates move. I think it's important to understand that Dubai is one of the biggest hotel markets in the world, and we've added, I think, around about 22,000 rooms since the beginning of the COVID period. That's an awful lot of rooms to come into the market. So I would imagine over the summer, things will change a little bit. Room rates will soften. There will be opportunity for staycations. And then as we move through the summer into the winter periods again and the more corporate commercial period, well, we'll have to see how those room rates play out. But I do think that room rates generally, and we can look all across the world at the moment, have gone up quite considerably. Not just here in Dubai, not just in this region, but all across all the regions. Room rates are up around about 15 to 20%. So, yes, I think, like many things nowadays, costs and selling prices have moved up quite considerably.
How much is that 75% price spike on pre-pandemic Eid al-Fitr down to the fact that this Eid fell over what for some reason we're calling the spring break, the Easter holidays to others, and in slightly cooler temperatures?
I think that has a lot to do with it. Oh, I thought it was a little bit less, Brandy, than 75% spike in room rates. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I know the occupancy is around about 76%, but I thought it could have been a spike on 2021, but on 2019 levels, which is where we really sort of try to sort of benchmark, it's around about 20% up, I thought. But
I'll double check my figures. Thank you for pointing that out. But either way, we're looking at 700 dirhams a room, and for a lot of people, that's punchy.
Yeah. Yes, it is. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, all the way through the expo period, I think the average room rate was about 850. But yes, I mean, I think they will soften. They will soften through the summer period. Again, we're looking at an average. So we know the luxury hotels have done incredibly well. And you could probably argue they've pushed the averages up here in Dubai. They probably almost doubled the average room rate, in fairness. So there is still opportunity around in just off the coast in some of the other hotels, in some of the other submarkets.
What are you expecting to see then for this Eid? 30 seconds. This next Eid.
For this Eid, it will be strong. I mean, the destination is a very, very attractive destination, and we have more and more inter-regional travel as well. So, we're still predicting a very, very strong period. The Emirates and Dubai get stronger and stronger. It's more and more source markets coming in. So, we still see this continuing for some time to come.
Well, thanks for speaking to us this morning. Philip Wooller looks after STR, the company behind those numbers for the Middle East and Africa. He is the area director, talking to us about that uptick in both occupancy levels and price for the Eid that we have just seen, Eid al-Fitr.
Dubai Eye 103.8.
Join the conversation.